Hi, welcome to Sheridan Nissan. Tim Qualls with Mike down here at Sheridan Nissan, and I'm telling you, I love coming down here, get excited about it. What a gorgeous showroom you guys have.
They did a hell of a job in this building, didn't they?
Yeah, I'm telling you.
The Taj Mahal of used car dealerships.
Yeah, when you want to shop for automobiles, this is a nice place to come shop. But if you want to find out about automobiles, there's not a better person who loves cars more than this guy right here. Mike, you just, you love what you do, but you love automobiles.
Yeah, I'm definitely an enthusiast of all automobiles. I love cars. I've been doing this for 18 years now. Earned about 103, so I definitely enjoy talking to cars.
Yeah, and when you talk about it, I mean, it doesn't matter what you're talking about. I mean, we're here at a Nissan dealership, but you're into everything. I've seen you with Porsches. I've seen so you love them all.
I love everything about cars, and like I said, I don't mind if you don't buy. I just like talking about cars.
And he will show you and tell you anything and everything you want to know about pretty much every automobile on this lot, and plus beyond that. So if you're out there shopping, you just want some information, stop by and see Mike. He'll help you out with anything and everything. But today, Mike, times have changed. I want people to understand, because here just a couple of years ago, we took that big hit with the economy and everything else, and money was real tight. It's not that bad anymore. It's loosened up quite a bit.
Yeah, everything's loosened up. The banks are buying. We've actually taken on a lot more banks and credit unions now, so we have a lot more possibilities for all credit situations.
Yeah, so if you got, that little bit of bruised credit, first-time buyer, whatever the case might be, owe it to yourself to come here and shop because, your job, and you put out a lot of cars. I want people to understand, you've been a top guy, for many, many years. And
we try and do our best. We work with everybody individually, work with all types of credit, and, try and find the right car because when you're making a payment on anything, you want to love what you're driving. So that's why we stock, all makes and models here.
Yeah, and when you talk about that, I was amazed when I came in here because these are, they just haven't been here long enough to be on a pre-owned lot. And I'm asking you about this and Fiat, and you're telling me, it's only got 2,000 miles on it. That's why it's here.
Yeah, that's a 2,000 mile 2013. It's a cool little car. Not for everybody obviously because it's two doors. But if you're looking for, economy, if you're driving into the city a lot, doing that type of driving, that would be the ideal car.
Yeah, I can see you can park that just about anywhere you want to park it.
Yeah, it's similar to like the smart car or the Mini Cooper. It's, I guess I'd throw it into that family, but it's it's a cool little car, very economical, great on gas. It actually has more room than it looks like inside, so it's pretty comfortable inside as well. That one's a manual transmission. They're front wheel drive, so they're good in bad weather. It's a nice car, It's a unique car.
Yeah, and I was going to say, so if you're looking for that Fiat and you don't want to buy it brand new, you can buy one pre-owned. It's sitting right here in the showroom, and the color is unique too. I mean,
it's just a different car. I mean, it's it's a distinct car. When you see it on the road, you recognize it. It's not shaped like anything else out there, and that's what some people like is they don't want to drive what everybody else drives. They want something something different. And that definitely is different.
Yeah, and when you're talking about it, I'm thinking safety-wise, too, because there's a lot of safety features inside. When they're building cars that side, the cages they put into them are phenomenal.
Yeah, they do front airbags, side airbags, crumple zones. I mean, it's all on that car. I mean, that car is new into the country. It hasn't been here more than a year, and I think they came in 2012. So it's a new car to the country, and, Italian-made car. People love them.
Yeah, and so if you got a young lady out there, I'm looking at this thinking, great, you want something safety.
Halo drives.
Yeah. I was going to say, so it's a perfect automobile for that young lady going to school, or first automobile, whatever. You want her in something safe and economy-wise and saving on gas. You're going to save a lot of money on gas.
Great on gas. I mean, you're probably looking at 450 miles in a tank of gas on that car.
Yeah, so there it is. If you're a young lady out there, tell Dad, hey, come on down here. I want to look at something. And Mike will explain a lot more to you about it. But when you're talking about Nissan, you got to talk about certified. I mean, that program.
This one here is a certified Sentra. I mean, this will do the same job as that one will do as well on the gas mods. That's a 38 mile per gallon car. It is certified, so that comes with that 7-year, 100,000 mile warranty. And that one's an SL, so that one's actually a loaded car. It looks like an economy car, but if you take a walk around and look inside this car, you got leather, you got heated seats, you got a sunroof.
I'm gonna open up and just get a look inside here because
it doesn't look like a standard standard-based car. It has navigation, it has a rear backup camera, you got Bluetooth in there, nice alloy wheels, a rear spoiler. So this one here is a pretty bumped up version of a normal Sentra.
Yeah, because I'm sitting there and I'm looking at this, and I can go back. Well, let's go back like 3 or 4 years ago. Well, a little bit longer than that, about 6 years ago. And you're looking. I look at this and say, it's about the size what a Maxima was.
It's everything's gotten bigger over the last 10 years. Definitely a lot bigger than like a 2004, 2005 body style Sentra, but. Big trunk, and when you look at it, you're not thinking like Sentra inside. I mean, that has everything that a Maxima would have basically inside.
And that's what I was looking at. As we make our way around this, I mean, this is absolutely gorgeous. And with the certified program, it's even got the mud guards on there. I just noticed that. But with the certified program,
that program gives you some alternative financing, special rates through the company of Nissan. It gives you your roadside assistance. It gives you towing coverage, and then it gives you that 7-year, 100,000-mile powertrain. So it's a nice.
And when you're talking about that, that's better than some new cars.
Yeah, the warranty actually on a certified car, if you get a newer one, actually would go longer than a brand new one because a new one's a 5-year 60.
Yeah, and so you're well protected.
We want to give someone a reason to get into a pre-owned Nissan. So.
Yeah, and then you say there's special financing on that too.
There's like 0.9 on that car right now.
They're giving you money.
Yeah, right.
Take the car home and you can pay for it. What we got on the sticker there. Great price on this, $18,995. I just want to close these doors. Somebody come in and get mad at me, I'll run down the battery or something. They go to start it, and then so. But another one.
Another certified car. I mean, this is a 2012 Frontier. Has always been a hot make for Nissan. It's a mid-size pickup. There's only 2 or 3 companies still making mid-size pickups anymore, and a lot of the companies, went to full size. So we still have a mid-size pickup, which is the Frontier. This is a 4x4. This one's certified as well. Has the same coverage, a 7-year, 100,000. The towing, everything's included on that. Special interest rates. It's a real nice little truck. It's got 22,000 miles on it. It's a 2012 4x4. It's about a $30,000 truck. And then we have it obviously priced to sell at $21,900.
And I'm sitting here looking at it, and you say a mid-sized pickup truck. I mean, it's deceiving looking. I mean, because it's
still a pretty big truck. I mean, it's a plus cab. It does have the 6-foot bed, which is nice. It's not a real tiny bed. It actually has a real nice spray-in liner in there. It has a tonneau cover over the top, so you get better fuel economy if you want to store stuff inside. So that's a pretty well-equipped truck.
Yeah, and when you're talking about Nissan, that's what I got to, as we're looking at that truck, I got to remind people, it doesn't matter what kind of vehicle you want. I mean, they make so many. I can remember, as I started doing you guys up here, and I've been doing it for like 15 years up here. I've watched Nissan go from 4 or 5 to what a line.
Expanding the line, yeah. We got into commercial grade vehicles now as well. So they're really expanding the line and really pushing to be one of the top companies out there.
And then when you talk about pickup truck, of course, this was their baby at one point, and then they came out with the Titan, which is the big version, But I'm looking at this, and I love the front end of it because it's got that
it's a clean design. It's a 4-liter 6-cylinder. Not terrible on gas. I mean, most pickups aren't great on gas. This one's one of the better ones because it is a 6-cylinder. But it's just a really nice truck. It's a really strong belt truck, and it has a great reputation in the mid-sized truck class.
Same kind of warranty because you got that certified plan, and the same kind of financing on this, I take as well.
Yeah, financing right now is not a problem down here at Sheridan Nissan. We have great finance rates. We have several banks, like I said, and credit unions, so financing will not be an issue with us.
Yeah, so if you're looking at shopping, and I'm saying if you've got a company out there and you need a vehicle for your company, but this is awful clean. I don't know if I want to.
It's a clean truck, and don't forget, down here at Sheridan Nissan, we have that lifetime oil change program, which I know you definitely take advantage of.
I've had it. I've got it on 2 vehicles. I've had it on 1 vehicle for over 10 years now, and you guys keep trying to tell me trade it.
$299.95. You get oil changes for as long as you own your vehicle, so you can't beat that.
No, it's just unbelievable. Every time I come in here, they try to talk me into trading it in. I said, why should I trade it in? I get free oil changes, and that's the most important part on an automobile. We've talked about it before.
Keeping it well maintained. Doing your oil changes, do your tire rotations. We have a great team down there. Got a couple guys with 20 years plus experience, so it's a great facility to service a vehicle as well.
Yeah, and when you're talking about that, because service-wise, in the old days, people say, I don't want to take it to a dealership. Man, that's way too much money there at the dealership. Today, I mean, very competitive. You're going to find that dealerships are a lot less money than what some of the outside vendors are.
Yeah, we have a great service. We have a great service facility down there where they actually just bought a new machine where as soon as you pull in the garage, get out in the nice warm on a cold day like this, they actually you drive on the machine, it actually does a wheel alignment process, so it tells you exactly where you're at in your wheel alignment. That's free every time you pull in here.
I pull in there, they're going to tell me I need some wheels because I ain't got no tread. So that's where I'm headed next. I know that, but it's great vehicles. This is some of the pre-owned. This is a couple of the certified, and of course you've got the Fiat in here as well. But what a great room to come in and shop. And what I like about it is you've got the overhang out here. So weather-wise, folks, it doesn't matter if it starts raining, snowing, cold.
The overhang. We also have a car wash that we just put in back there. It's a power car wash, 3 or 4 minutes, and the car is perfect. So when you come down, if you call ahead and ask, we'll have the car clean and sitting out front already cleaned up so you can see it in its best.
Yeah, now there's a way you can shop without even coming down here. So when you come down here, you can have that ready for them, and that's to go online.
Yeah, you can go online, SheridanNissan.com, take a look at all the pre-owned cars. You can call down and ask for a used car manager, Joe, and he'll set you with one of the sales guys and get you all the information that you need.
Yeah, now we want to take you down because we've always talked about the pre-owned and everything else, and we got a couple more pre-owns we're going to show you. But we also want to talk because we were talking about, you mentioned commercial vehicles, and I'm amazed. I wish they would have came out just a couple months earlier because they've got some great vehicles.
It's an NV series. It's a commercial grade vehicle where they're doing guys that have their own painting companies. We have vehicles like 12 passenger vans now, so for churches, for people that daycares. We have something for everybody in that commercial grade right now.
Yeah, and we're going to take a look at some of that and show you some of the new vehicles as well. So right now we're going to step out, and I want to show you a line. If you're coming down, the first place I always stop is that special line. As I come out here, like I said, the special line is the place I'm going to stop first if I'm shopping for an automobile, because these are, and why we never can figure it out, Mike. It might be, it just didn't sell, and it's time to move them, and you guys lower the price on them and get rid of them. And these, you can find certified out here.
Yeah, there's so many times where we look at each other inside and we go, why didn't that vehicle sell? I mean, there's no rhyme or reason. But what we do here is once they're 30 days old, we get them on the special line, we ratchet the prices way down on them, and we just move them.
Yeah, and when you're talking about it, because you're going to get that, certified, you're going to get that same program on this. This is a Nissan. Is that another Sentra?
That's an Altima. That's a 2010 Altima. It's certified. You get the 7-year, 100,000 mile. That one actually is a V6 model, so that has the maximum motor, the 3.5 liter in it. So it's an SR 3.5. It's a 6-cylinder. It's got a lot of get up and go in it, but it's a nice mid-sized car, and it still gets good gas mileage.
Yeah, and then right next to that, you got a couple more Sentras. We showed you the one inside that was maxed out. These aren't quite maxed out, but they're still great automobiles.
Look at the price on them: $13,000, $12,000, or 2010 with 22,000 miles on it. 2011 with 23,000 miles on it.
Wait a minute. Now, you're talking about that certified, that 2011 right there, that certified car, 23,000 miles. I'm going to get how many miles on warranty?
You got a 7-year, 100,000 miles.
So I got 80,000, 77,000 miles.
That car, and it's $13,000.
If I went and bought a brand new one, I'd get how many?
A 5-year, 60.
Yeah, so
you can't beat that. I mean, it's a no-brainer.
Yeah, and that's what I try to tell people. So if you're looking at it, and then of course the financing that's available,
0.9% financing is available on it. Even on a non-certified car, there's great rates out there. I mean, on some of these used cars, depending on credit, we can get in the in the 2s and 3s. So I mean, the rates are great right now.
Great time to buy an automobile, and if you're looking for an automobile and you don't like Nissan, I don't know how you cannot like
Great
Nissan.
automobile to buy.
Yeah, but this one right here, this is your style. I mean, you like these things.
I love the German car. So yeah, that's a 2011 Audi. It's an A6 that has a 6-cylinder supercharged motor. That has all the bells and whistles. There's a few different trim levels. That's a Prestige, so that's the top of the line. That has every gadget and every nook and cranny of that car that you could possibly want.
Now, brand new, that you're looking at close to $50,000 on it.
You're in the upper mid-60s on that car, believe it or not, Tim.
Are you that going up that? Yeah. Right? Yeah, here, $34,888, and you're right, and financing available on it.
Financing available, great finance. It's a 32,000 mile car.
Oh wow!
So I mean, it's got low miles. There's plenty of life left. That has a quattro system, so it's all-wheel drive. So snow, rain, wet leaves, you're covered in that baby.
You're paying half the price. You drive down the road, right. People think you're filthy rich or something like that, right? Yeah, but if you own a sport utility vehicle, I got the Murano when it came out, and then they introduced the Rogue after that, and it's kind of similar to the Murano.
It's its little sibling basically. It's a 4-cylinder model of a Murano. It's a little smaller. They use the Ultima motor, which is a 2.5 liter, so it's the same motor that you get in the Ultima. And most of them, I mean, they do come in front-wheel drive, but that one there's an all-wheel drive. Most of them are all-wheel drive, and they get great gas mileage. I mean, you're looking at 27 miles per gallon on the highway on that, and it's a crossover all-wheel drive vehicle.
Yeah, because I've been driving mine for a while, quite a while now. I guess since 2004, and I'm looking at mine the other day, and I thought, you know. And I'm looking, it's still getting 19 miles to the gallon.
Yeah, you probably get 19 on the older ones and maybe like 23 on the highway, but that's going to be more gas efficient because it's a 4-cylinder. It still has the intuitive all-wheel drive system, so it's only all-wheel drive when it needs to be. But once you hit something slick, it automatically goes into all-wheel drive.
Yeah, now I'm talking about it around town. I'm getting on a Murano, so you know they're great. You can't go wrong with a motor when it comes to a Nissan motor. They're just well built, and you can't go wrong.
We all have all timing chains now. We're away from timing belt, so there's no timing belt or water pumps to change. It's a sealed motor. It's good for the life of the motor with that chain.
Yeah, and then when you're talking about the life of the motor, you're talking. I've seen guys coming in with that oil change card that's got 500,000-600,000 miles on an automobile. Here's a nice little one here. Is this an Ultima or?
That's actually see how big they're getting? That's a Versa. That's actually our smallest.
No way! Oh wow!
But see, everything's getting bigger. Yeah, that's a 13 Versa. It's a sedan. It's a nice equipped one. It has alloy wheels and CD and power everything. It's a new car. That car has 5,100 miles on it.
Brand new car.
It's 5,100 mile car, $14,000. They don't get any nicer. I mean, it's not a tiny car. It's a nice sized car.
I was talking about that Fiat earlier and being a perfect car for a young lady and everything, safety wise and all this. This is perfect for anybody.
Perfect for anybody. It's a 38 mile per gallon highway car. It has a CVT transmission, so you don't feel it shift. It's very smooth drive. A great vehicle.
Vroom, vroom, vroom. It's time to go sports car. Now Mike gets a big smile on his face because he has that need. He don't speed, but he has that need for it. But, looking at this here, what a great looking car.
Yeah, that's a cool little car. That's an 09. That is certified again, so you got that warranty there. But it's a stick shift with 27,000 miles on it. It's a great car.
09 with 27?
09 with 27,000 miles. It's a 6-speed manual transmission, so for everybody that likes that clutch. And it's, it's a cool color. It's silver. It's got the black wheels. It's got the black emblems on it. They're in that sports car, in that entry level to mid-entry sports car class. It's a great car. I mean, they hold their value. They stand the test of time. Z's been around since in the 80s, early 80s, and
you see what they're worth today,
Right, and they're still kicking.
And they're still ticking and running and everything else. But this is, I love the styling on this.
Great body. I mean, just great body lines. The Z's always been an enthusiast car. It still is, and anyone that's owned them, just they rave and rant about them. So
yeah, and you can get this one. It's only got 27,000 miles on it. That means it's certified. That means you still got 70,000 miles out there of warranty on this automobile.
Yeah,
so
there's plenty of warranty. There's more warranty than there is on the new one. So that's a great car to purchase.
Yeah, I can't believe it. Let me just check the price there. No way, $13,995, so under $14,000. How about $23,000? Yeah, okay, $23,000. I was going to say wrap that up because I'm taking that with me.
But that's a $35,000 car new, and I mean with 27,000 miles, there's plenty to go.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Yeah, that's true. We got one here. I like to, you talk about lines on an automobile. I really like this. This is nice looking.
It's definitely different. That's Hyundai's Velociter. It's sport compact. It's a hatch. It's actually a 3-door. So on this side you got a door in the back, and on the other side there's only the driver's door, which is pretty different and pretty neat. This is actually a manual transmission. It's a great great fuel economy car. And 2013, great financing available on this car. You can still get your lifetime oil changes on this car. So, I mean, it's a real cute car.
Yeah, and I'm looking at it. I just like the lines on it. I know those young guys out there, they're looking at it for a first-time car or whatever. This kind of car you can take to a car show and just pull right in.
Yeah, I mean, it's a sporty car. It definitely has a unique look, too. There's not too much. I mean, to me, it almost looks like the old Honda CRX, but it's definitely a different look.
Yeah, and when we talk about different looks, I want to show you these commercial vehicles before we run out of time. Coming down at this end is the new car, but here's what I got excited about. And when they came out, I kicked myself because I bought from Sheridan still, but it was Sheridan Ford. But if I'd known Nissan was coming out with these, I would have waited because what a great automobile, these NVs.
NVs all over. You're starting to see a lot of them on the road now. This is their commercial grade vehicle. Small electrician, plumbers. A lot of space inside, great fuel economy. It's a 4-cylinder. They're all over the place in New York City. They bought the rights to them. They're using them as their taxis. So in the NV lineup, this is the smallest vehicle. It's an NV200. Started around $20,000. And what's
Yeah, now you can get these equipped with seats and all that, I guess.
You can get it with seats. You can get it with rack systems inside. It's designed as a commercial vehicle. So on the ones that are designed for that type of use, there's all kinds of attachments for the inside of that thing.
Yeah, so if you're looking for a commercial vehicle and you want something for in the city,
for the roof, it's an ideal vehicle.
Now, if you want to step up a little bit, because that's the small NV, and then you get up here to the NV 3500, and
these 3500s are the passenger series. So 12 passenger seating, churches, people that are commuting, a lot of people, limousine companies. Those are ideal.
Yeah, because I'm sitting there looking at it. I mean, and it's got a great look to it. I mean, that's the nice thing about it is you're going to stand out.
It's really spacious inside. I mean, you can kind of tell it's pretty square, but that's what gives you that room inside. It's very spacious.
Yeah, and then as you're coming up through here, I want to get to the big one up here because the 1500.
It's the 1500. The 1500's one step up from the NV200. That's kind of, I guess, a commercial full-size van. And then they also have like the 2500, which is a high top series. You can actually stand. I mean, I'm 6 foot. I can stand easy in that. Stand up straight in there. So
I can see that from here. I'm looking at it. I'm over 6 foot. Yeah, I can stand up there.
Actually, one of our vendors, the guy that sells us all our balloons and all our banners and stuff, he bought one and he loves it. I mean,
if you're in a commercial business and you got to haul big, stuff. I mean, a lot of stuff. That's going to haul a lot of stuff.
It's huge inside.
And then of course it's a Nissan, so you got that Nissan motor in it and all that. So you're going to get a lot of wear and out of it.
They've come a long way, and that they're selling very well so far for us.
Yeah, and as you come up through here, because we want to get back into some more pre-owns, because what a selection of pre-owns that you have through here, and you can see it's just a sea of cars. When I say sea, I mean it just goes on and on and on. You've got convertibles, and what a great time of year to buy convertibles. Here's a 2008 Sebring.
Yeah, right now we're getting kind of out of that season. So if you're looking to buy a convertible right now, you could get a terrific buy in a convertible.
That's what I always tell people: don't buy it in the springtime, buy it in the wintertime, because you want to move those. And right here,
car there. That's a Scion TC 2011. For somebody that wants something fun and sporty at a great price, that's the perfect car, I believe.
Yeah, and as you come on up through here, because we're going to hit quite a few of them. A Toyota, you got, and showing you the selection that you have here. Yeah, Toyota,
one of their best sellers. Great economic car, cheap, easy to keep on the road. That's a loaded, limited 2010 Jeep Liberty that has leather, sunroof, 50,000 miles. It looks brand new. Look at it.
I'm telling you, I'm looking at that, and it does look clean. You put that in any showroom out there, that's going to stand out and look brand new. Right next to it, the wintertime.
Another great one, Subaru, all-wheel drive. I mean, anyone that's into Subaru, they buy Subarus for the rest of their life. It's a well-known vehicle. That's a Forester. Got the big pano sunroof, heated seats, alloy wheels.
And that's what you see everybody going skiing in and all that. That's a snow machine.
If you go up north, they're all over the place.
Yeah, and like you said, once you buy one, for some reason, they stay in them forever. Coming up here, of course, got a Sentra, but I want to get to this here because I love this for an American-made, a Lincoln. Yeah.
It's a prestigious car. I mean, it's a nice mid-sized car. It's the MKZ. That's an 09. It has real low miles on it, and that has all the leather, the sunroof, the chrome fancy wheels. It makes a statement when you pull up in that car.
Yeah. It says, hey, I've got something here, and you definitely do if you're driving that. But here's a nice little sporty car, inexpensive sporty car.
It's inexpensive. That car's $14.99. It has 40,000 miles on it, and it's automatic. It's a two-door. It's sporty. Eclipse has always had a good luck. The Fast and Furious movies, Eclipse was the car back then, so it's a great looking car.
Yeah, if you're into one of the sports car and you don't want to spend a lot of money to do so, here's another Nissan. Here's
the Juke.
Yeah, what? Tell me about that.
That's a sport crossover. It's kind of in its own class. There's only like 2 vehicles in that class. Mini Cooper has one as well. That's Nissan's Venture. It's a sport crossover. It's small. It's turbocharged, it's all-wheel drive. You can still get it loaded. It has like leather, heated seats, sunroof, Bluetooth, backup camera. Really fun to drive too.
Inexpensive?
Yeah, it's inexpensive. I mean, I think loaded they're in the mid-20s, but I mean you're buying one used in the in the $20,000 range. It's fully loaded with low miles.
Yeah, I'm sitting there looking at it. I really like the style of it. Oh, you love this, the Z.
That's another Z. That's a 2007. That's a 350 body style. So that's one body before the silver one we watched earlier. But that's an automatic. A lady came in, I had a silver convertible inside in the showroom. She had to have it, so she traded this one for another one.
Yeah, and once you want to have a Z.
They're very loyal.
Yeah, they're like Subaru. Once you have a Z, you don't want anything else but a Z. And you come on up through here. But it's a line of cars. I mean, far up as you can see, it's all here for you. It's at Sheridan Nissan. This is located right there at Harris Corner, Route 13, 273 come together. Everybody knows where the airport is. It kind of sits diagonally across at the end of the airport there. Mike, as I told you, knows all about cars. Mike, tell people to come down here and see you.
Come down and see Mike Molina at Sheridan Nissan. I'd love to help you out.
Yeah, it's all here for you. If you're looking for great financing, certified cars, you see the warranty is better than
something for everybody down here.
Yeah, definitely something for everybody. Until next time, for Mike and the rest of the gang down here at Sheridan Nissan, we'll see you. Bye-bye.